Okay, we're gonna start with dropping rolls, 5 variation. Then we're gonna go into mount control, anchor and base, high swim, low swim, take the back from the mount, remount technique, Americana, standard variation, neck hug variation, rear naked choke, strong side variation, weak side variation. Okay, and we put all that together. Um, so let's get ready to rock and roll. I'm with Nathan here, my assistant. And we're gonna start. Nathan, your head that way, please. Your feet this way. You come all the way down. We need to make some adjustments so everyone sees everything. Let me lower the camera. Here we go. That's better. Drop and roll, standard variation. Mount Nathan. Now both of my hands on his neck. Let's see, maybe this is better. Okay, and you're gonna go Nathan, you look over your shoulder. And go ahead, hips high, lengthen your body. And drop and roll. Perfect. I'll make an adjustment. Just like that. Good. Different angle. I only take me that way. So you have my wrist, you have my elbow, you have my foot, everything on the same side. You look over your head. And you lengthen your body. And drop my hips. Perfect. And let's go. This angle. Nice. So everyone's going to see how we trap everything on one side of the body. Okay, that's the standard. And if my knees are high in his armpit, he has to walk on his shoulders. Now he's got my foot, he's got my elbow, he's got my wrist. And he's going to look over his head, and lengthen his body. Now, right there, if I have his foot, he needs to free it. Okay? And he goes now. And he drops my hips. Good. Next one. Punch block variation. You have your head that way, Nathan, please. Your feet this way. Excellent. And I'm in the mount. Now I'm punching him. He bumps and he catches me. Climbs up. Perfect. He drops my arm, drops the foot. Everything's dropped on the same side. He comes in and he's going to lengthen his body. Hips high and reach. Good. Drops my hips. Perfect. One more time. I'm punching. Bump. Catch. And he climbs up, staying close to me, drops my arm, drops the foot, and he's going to reach now. Reach. Good. Hips high. Got me. Excellent. Neck hug variation. Continue to warm up. Neck hug variation of the drop and roll. It's also the hook removal variation because I'm going to grave bind his ankles as I hug his neck up here. He drops my arm, the foot. He brings it in. He's ready to go. He's going to lengthen his body, reach, and he got me dropping my hips. One more. I hug the neck, indicator, I anchor his ankle, and he traps my back. Kick around the world. Doesn't let go of my arms. Look over his head, lengthen his body, and reach. And he drops my hips. If I want to hit him, he drops my biceps. Good. And now he's ready to go to pass. Push my knee, hug the neck, control the arms, and he mounts. Good. One more time. He just dropped and rolled me. He's between my legs. He's dropping my hips. I cannot get up. If I'm hitting him, he controls my biceps, but very relaxed, the biceps control. Because if he's stiff arm, I can hit him all the time. He has to relax so he can deflect my arms. When he's ready to go, he pushes the knee in, slide the knee, hug the neck, control the arm. So I don't push his other knee back. He controls the arm, gets to the mount, and spread his arm. Basic open guard pass. Right? Really good. Let's continue to warm up. And wrist spin variation of the trap and roll. Wrist spin variation. Can you move this way, Nathan, please? Perfect. And let's raise this a little bit because I feel like my head is being cut. Yeah. So, indicator, I'm mounting on Nathan. Now I'm pinning his wrist with all my weight, trying to pin his fist on the ground. He's going to move his fist behind his back and hit me with his hips. So we go at the same time, at once. He's going to go. Boom, and I catch myself up. He climbs up, hug my back, trap my arm, traps the foot on the same side. Everything is strapped and he's ready to go. It's just like a regular punch block variation now. Nice job. One more time. Different angle. Your head that way, please. Excellent. I mount. I pin his wrist. And he's going to go. As he whip, he got me right there. And he's looking that way. Traps my arm. Traps the foot. And he's got to free his foot. Nice. And he's going to reach. And he got me. Traps my hips. If I punch, traps my biceps. Excellent. I stop punching. He can go back to my hips. Good. And he's going to push the knee. Basic open guard pass. Slide, hug the neck, and controls my forearm. Mount. He's got the mount control. Excellent job. And next one. Spread fingers. That's how I call it. Okay, I'm just mounting and looking at him, thinking it's funny. He's going to go. Oh, he got me here. And now he's going to trap and roll. He has my foot trap. And he's going to lengthen his body, look over his head, and go. And control. Right there. Perfect. And he's going to do a basic open guard pass. Hug the neck, control the arm. And he's going right there. So from here, let's continue from the mount. I hope everybody can see us clearly. Okay, mount control. He's going to start with anchor and base. Hands are there. You don't move until the person gives you an indicator, right? So you relax and you're there. So when I go this way, you hug the neck. You want to stay aligned with me though. Front knee open, back hook in. Okay? Good. And I go the other way. He switches. Front knee open, back hook in. Now you want to keep your spine aligned with mine. Back hook in, front knee open. Okay, so let's turn so you guys can see what Nathan is doing. He has the mount fit together. He's very relaxed, very low on me. When I go, try to roll that way. He puts his back hook in and he spread his front knee. Back hook in, front knee open. He posts his hand. I go the other way. He does the switch like he was biking. Just like that. He tucks his toes, his foot behind my butt, his knees spreads out, and his hands post on the same side, right? And when I switch, he switches too. Back hook in on the far side, he posts on the opposite side. If I come up and try to trap his arm here, his stiff arm first, and he does a low swim. He has to leave his elbow out. Elbow stays, the hand move. Low swim. Good. Same on the other side. He stays, he posts, and he does his low swim. Now, when I push him straight up, he lets me push him and keep his weight on my hand, and he comes to his knees. And now he's going to do a high swing. 1 and 2. He goes low after the high swing. So his elbow goes up, and he goes 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, he never brings both arms at the same time. High swim, 1, 2. Right? He keeps contacts. His chest is still pressuring down. So I keep pushing, and now he can move and come back low. Good. So if you bring all that together, anchor and base, front knee open, back hook in, he post, low swim, stiff arm. I go the other way, he post, low swim, stiff arm. I push up, high swim, 1, 2. 1, 2. Now I bring my arm across his body. He's gonna respond by sliding his knee high behind my neck, moving to modified mount. His hands stay down. You don't squeeze. If you squeeze, I throw you, you're gonna fall. So you just move to modified mount. 1 foot right here by my hip, the other knee high behind my shoulder or my head is in modified mount. When I go, I turn to go to my elbow and knees. I have to tuck my elbow here. He's gonna spread his hand and slide the back foot. It's like windshield wiper. We'll show you in a second a different angle, but he slide his foot under my hip. He's gonna push himself off my back, my shoulders. You have to push yourself higher. If you don't, I can throw you off, right? And he's got my back right here. He's on my back now, right? You have to look away. If not, my big head can knock your little head off, right? So he's got my back now, right? When I roll and I try to scrape him off, he has to do the remount technique, okay? So I'm here. If I'm heavy on his leg, he cannot just do it. He has to do what? He has to hug my neck. He has to hook. And now he has to kick straight underneath, make me fall to the ground. And now he can get up on his shoulder or on his elbow. One more time. I'm going in here. Oh, actually, let's go there so they can see your back foot. In. Modified mount. You slide your knee and you move. Right there, there's no arm lock. Both of your hands are down. Right? Now the back foot's going to slide. Windshield wiper underneath me. When I switch my legs and I go up, he's going to use his hands on the floor first, then on my shoulder, my back to push himself up. So right there, he slides underneath. Go back. You have to slide, windshield wiper. This foot has to just slide. Point your toes and slide in. And once you're in, that's when you go to the ball of your foot. So I go. Now, nice adjustment. Right here, he's on my back. Right? I slide off. I want my chest to be up, like I scrape. He hooks hard. You want to hook harder, and he's grabbing hard with his top arm, grabbing on my neck. Now, this arm, he has to tuck his elbow underneath his rib cage, right there. Now, I'm heavy on him. If I move, easy. He just climbs up, pull himself up. But I'm heavy on him. He has to kick. He's going to kick and hook hard, pull hard, climb up. Perfect. Remount technique. Now, let's finish me. Okay? I'm going to move back so everyone can see. Perfect. Americana, standard variation. Nathan has to go to his knees. And he can set up anything with pinching my nose, acting like he's going to hit me. When I cover my face, he locks and uses body weight. Even if I resist, because he's got gravity for him, he can pin my arm, his elbow goes to the ground, monkey grip, swim under, curl his wrist. But most importantly, the back hook has to go in. Front knee open, back hook in. Okay? No grave bind. He points his toes. Point his toes right here. Everyone see? He points his toes. And now, I cannot roll him off. Right? And if I hug him, he switches. Back hook in the other way. Front knee open here. Back hook in the other way. Oh, he keeps switching. He's not cranking my arm when I'm testing his posture. Right there. Right? Front knee. Tuck your foot under my bum and your knees open. I cannot roll him. When I go to push, you have to switch. Back hook in. Front knee open on the other side. I cannot roll you on the other side. This is very important. You have to be able to control before we can finish. So today we escape, we control, and then we finish, right? So looking away, I'm pushing him into the arm lock. That's actually how you escape from an Americana, right? You do a trap and roll into it. But I hug. Now he has to switch because he knows I'm going the other way. So he needs to spread this knee, back foot in. I cannot. Right? So at home, try to do that with your partner. I'm pushing. The back hook has to go in. Point the toes right away. Perfect. And I'm going the other way. He knows I'm going to roll him. So he tucked his foot, spread the knee on this side. He's ready. And when I stop, he can curl his wrist, finish. Good. Neck hug variation. Switch hands. Good. He catch feet, goes underneath. Now, he has his own wrist. He comes around the world. And he's ready to go. No grapevine up, no finishing it. You have to test if you have a good what?
Base.
Control. Okay? I push, you're there. You switch. I push, I hug, you switch already. Nice. And you're ready to go. You can finish. One more time. Neck hug. He's hugging my neck. He wants to catch this arm. I may be fighting for it, right? How does he get me to bring my arm up? He can bug my neck with his free hands. So you have neck hug, you make a fist and all that stuff, right? When I do this, you catch. Or you can use your shin. Go back. So you want my arm? Oh, I'm going to show you what to do. You want my arm. You bug my neck. This one stays as a neck hug. You have to slide this knee up and now catch my biceps with your forearm. And now you can bring your knee on top of my biceps. Now you can catch my wrist. And once you catch my wrist, you have to go back, put your hooks in. And you can feed.
Oh, that's how it's done.
Yeah, get in and catch your own wrist. You catch your own wrist. So, come on, Americana. You catch your own wrist, come around the world. And now you have it. And you finish. Okay, neck hug variation of the Americana. So we went from warming up with our escapes, right? Then we went into controlling. Then we went into finishing. So that's how you want to look at everything. That's how you want to look at everything. Now let's add one more finish and then we're going to put everything together. Rear naked choke, okay? So I'm sitting and Nathan is behind me. On his knees first. So he's going to wrap his arm deep until his elbow is almost, yes, his elbow is aligned with my chin right there, right? And second, he's cupping the shoulder. He's going so deep that the same arm goes around my neck and he can cup with his hand, he can cup my opposite, my far shoulder right there. Now, what he's going to do is scoop with his biceps. He's going to scoop his own hand and go behind my head. And his head's going to come opposite the arm that's wrapping my neck. Okay? So if he wraps my neck with this arm, he's going to have to put his head on the opposite side of his arm. And all he has to do now is breathe and get close to me with his head, with his neck, and with his chest. And he gets the rear naked choke. One more time. Different angle. So he's behind me. He wraps very deep until his elbow is aligning with my chin almost. And he's going to come and scoop his hand with his bicep and hide that hand behind my neck. Now he gets closer to me and start breathing, relaxing. He just want to get closer to me like he was giving me a big hug. Close and breathe. If you stop breathing, you're not melting into me. So your head has to get close to me, Nathan. Like you want to push your head into me, push your neck into me, push your chest into me. And now you see how my voice is changing? It means you're choking me. It means you're closing both of my carotid arteries. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Everyone got that? Perfect. Let's move on. Now he's sitting behind my back and he's going to put his hooks in. And he's got a seat belt hold. Now, because I'm much bigger than him, he cannot do a gable grip. He has to do a C-clamp grip right here. If he does a gable grip, he makes it smaller, right? smaller. Rear naked choke. Smaller, smaller. So C clamps because I'm much bigger. So there is a strong side and a weak side, as you know. So the strong side is the side where his arm is over my shoulder. The weak side is the side where his arm is underneath my armpit. Good. Into my armpit. Over the shoulder, under the shoulder, weak side. Strong side, weak side. So I go for the strong side choke first. He has to have strong hooks. So to have strong guys, no, just pinch your knees together. It's not your feet. Okay? Just bring your knees together and you have a better, yes. Now you can hook. Your hooks are stronger. So when I go strong side, right there, he's going to wrap my neck the same way he did earlier. He cups my shoulder and catch my wrist in addition to that. Now he's got my wrist. And he's so close that my voice is changing already. So that's good. His head is pushing into my head. His arm is deep. Yeah, he's cupping my shoulder. That's pretty good. Now he wants to finish the choke. So he's going to come and scoop with his bicep. So he scooped the arm and shoot it underneath. Now he wants his head to stay where? Yes, on the opposite side of his arm. And his head is driving. He's around. Good. Nice. Perfect. One more time. He's got the hooks already. He's got the C clamp because I'm much bigger. I go to the strong side. He stays with me. And right away, he can wrap around my neck and he control my wrists. Right there. Okay? He's deep. His head is on the opposite side already, pushing with his ear. Yeah, that's pretty good. And now he wants to finish the choke. He can pull my arm and go. Scoop his bicep and shoot underneath. Back, back, back. Yes, now you don't pull back. If you start pulling, you're not going to be able to choke me. You need to back off your hands on the nape of my neck. And your head comes where it's supposed to be. And then you don't pull or anything. You melt into me. You come with your head first into my head, your neck into the back of my neck, your chest into the back of my, yes. So this has nothing to do with your ability to squeeze, guys. It has everything to do with your ability to get close to someone, right? So my turn is much smaller than me. I have my hooks in. Strong side, weak side. I go catch his wrist and pinch my knees together to have better hooks. And my arm is already set up for the choke. I pull his arm as far back as I can. Now it gives me time to come in and I'm ready. My chest on his back and he taps. Right there. Good. So that's your strong side choke. Now let's work on the weak side. Weak side. Arm is underneath my armpit and I fall on that side. So I go first. I have my hooks in. I got his back. And we're going to drill in a second. Okay. We're going to do some reflex development. Go slowly. Underneath, weak side. Over, strong side. And pinch, catch his wrist right away. And I shoot. I cannot choke easily. It's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible to choke. You can choke with one arm. But right now, I'm going to use my leg, the top leg right here, pinch my knees together, lift with my arm, and hand over. I go underneath. See that? Underneath. And now I can go and shoot everything in. And I choke him. Just get close and out the choke. So let's see Nathan doing it now. With side variation. He's got it. And now I'm going to work his arm that's under my shoulder, right? So we're going to do the weak side. Weak side. So the first thing he does, he catches my wrist. One. And he shoots like he normally does all the way to my shoulder. He's got me there. Now he's going to pinch his knees together and lift me using his leg and his arm at once. And he's going to pull his arm out and comes underneath everything. And he's going to change everything to choke. So he does the choke, gets his biceps, his head He's opposite his arm, so your head is right here, Nathan. And he's gonna melt into me. Breathe. Your neck, your head first, come close, your neck, your chest. And breathe. Okay, guys. Weak side. So you have your choke on the strong side, shoulder, arm over the shoulder. You have your choke, weak side, right? You lift everyone, you hand over, and you choke. So good. Now let's put all of that together. We're gonna start with a trap and roll escape, right? Basic open guard pass. Yeah. Mount controls, high swim, low swim, anchor in base. Then Americana standard variation, Americana neck hug variation. Take the back from the mount. I escaped the first time. Remount technique. Okay. Take the back again. And now you're going to do a strong side. Rear naked choke, strong side variation. And rear naked choke, weak side variation. So Nathan, the seat, please. In the corner there. So if I do it just by myself, right? Drop and roll, standard variation. I look over my head, lengthen my body, come to my knees, control the hips. Basic open guard pass. I'm looking this way, push. 1, 2, come over, hug the neck, control the arm, get into the mount. Perfect. Mount control, high swing, elbow comes. Low swing, anchor in base, bam. Elbow out, anchor in base, low swing. My partner brings his arm across my body, modified mount. They go to their elbows and knees, take the back, make my adjustment, catch, right? They roll, slide out, remount technique, tuck. Americana, standard variation. Elbow goes down, monkey grip. Okay? Palm up. Go under, catch. And back hook in. Finish. Neck hug variation. Bug the neck. They bring the arm, I catch. 1, 2. Catch the wrist, go back in. Right? Feet. Shoot in. Go around. And down. The arm goes by. Modified mount. Shoot in, catch. Take the back. Strong side variation. So, pinch my knees together. Shoot in, catch the wrist, let everything go. And I got it. Finish. That's my shadow drilling all by myself. Now let's have Nathan do it, right? Come on, Nathan. The chosen one for this one.
Yeah.
So come on. We start at the mount. I'm gonna go very slowly, okay? So everyone can see what we're doing. So we're gonna start with a trap and roll in that direction. Let's do neck hug variation with hook removal. Perfect. You have my arm, you have my foot on the same side, kick around the world, and you go. Look over, lengthen your body. Perfect. And he's trapping, he's not messing around. Good. Now, he's looking this way, and he's gonna push my knee to do a basic open guard pass. 1, 2. Controls my arm. I cannot block his knee, he comes over. Perfect. And I go. Let's go. High swim first, right? I'm trying to push. No bueno. I bridge to push. Yes, he makes himself heavy and he's gonna swim. 1, 2. Oh, he comes back low. Woo! Not easy to go in. He's very low. It's not easy. In order to go in, I have to bridge and find some space. And he goes high swim. Oh. Now, anchor in base. I roll, front knee open, back hook in. And he has to get my neck. If not, he's going to get off. Low swing. Stiff arm. Perfect. Low swing. Stiff arm. Good. And now my arm comes across your body. You have to move to modified mount. Good. Both hands on the ground. You don't squeeze. If you squeeze, I'll throw you away. You have to let me go. Your chest is not really on me. You're sitting back. If you squeeze, that's what's going to happen. So no squeezing. Okay? So I'm going. Your hands have to move. Slide underneath. Make your adjustment. Use me. Push yourself. Use your hands. You go low. Take the back. Perfect. Now, here, he's got my back. Right? Hooks in. He's staying low, looking away. He's got everything. Excellent. So now, I'm going. So remount technique, I'm heavy on you. I'm 200 pounds. You're like 90 pounds. Okay? Your elbow needs to go in your rib cage. Good. Now, hold on. You have to kick. You cannot pull your leg without kicking. You kick behind you. Kick your leg straight. I fall and you remount. Nice. Got it. Now you can do an Americana. Neck hug variation. You cannot catch my hand. How do you do it? 1, 2. And you catch and you go back with your hooks in. Good. And you feed. Shoot in. Nice. And you come around the wall to finish. You need to come around the wall. Yeah. Monkey grip. Good. Now, you don't grave spine, right? Front knee open, back hook in. Good. I test all that. Front knee open, back hook in. Where's the back hook? If your back hook is not in here, if you don't shoot your leg in, point your toes, you're going to have problems. Front knee open. Good. Now I switch. You have to switch. Yeah. Curl your wrist here. Maintain control. Back hook. Front knee open. Back hook. Yes, you have to do it. I need to feel the move. If you don't, point your toes. Yes. You're going to roll if you don't open your knee. Yes. Yeah. Good. Now you can finish. And I tap. And I go in front of you. You need to move. Modified mount. Your hands where? On the floor. If you're too close to me, I can push you up. So you can't squeeze. Your knee behind my shoulder. I move, you take the back. You see how you came up instead of sliding your foot underneath? Yeah, put your hands back. Let's go back and do that correctly. So that's my job as a partner, to make sure my partner is doing everything right. You need to do your windshield wiper with your foot. Point your toes, get underneath. Now push on the ball of your feet. Good. Now you have my back. Perfect. And when I go here, strong side variation, rear naked choke. Wrist control first. You need to control the wrist, brother.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And the shoulder, all at once. Very close. Good. Now you can finish up. Your biceps. Come behind at your head. Where's your head? On the opposite side. And now your head pushes into my head. Your neck pushes into my neck. Your chest pushes into my chest and my back. And then you relax, you breathe. And I slide up. It's not done. Remount technique. So if I get up, your hook has to be powerful here. If you don't have a good hook, I can push you up. So your hook has to be good. Perfect. Good job. So, sit a little back. So guys, drop and roll. 5 variation for warm up, right? Standard variation of the drop and roll. Punch block variation of the drop and roll. Neck hug variation of the drop and roll. Check. Wrist spin variation of the drop and roll. Spread finger variation of the drop and roll. Now you're on top. Basic open guard pass. Now you control. Okay, you escaped. You passed. Now you control. You have to exhaust them. If they are bigger, stronger, more athletic than you, you cannot go for a finish right away. They'll power out of it. Okay, they'll use their strength, their size as a massive advantage to get out of it. So exhaust them first. If they're bigger, stronger, more athletic, you hear, let them lose that strength by your amazing positioning, right? Amazing control, and they get tired. 6 seconds, 7 seconds, okay? Doesn't matter if someone CrossFit 10,000 years, right? Once there is a punch, a kick, a takedown, right? The fight or flight kicks in. All that adrenaline it's dumped into the blood flow, right? They'll get tired very quickly. And after they tired, now you can go for the neck first. Always go for the neck first. Don't go for an arm lock if you can go for the neck. Okay, put enough pressure on them so they try to turn to their belly, their knee, their side, and you go for the neck. Once they defend the neck, then you can go for an arm lock. That's my idea of it. Okay, and some people who've been doing this for a long time, okay, they were always going for the neck as well. So you control basic controls, right? That we looked at today. Anchor and base, high swim, low swim. They turn to their side by punching their arm through in front of you, in front of your throat, in front of your face. Modified mount. You cannot stay in the mount. You have to move. Okay? Different type of mount that allows you to stay in control. They go to their knees, indicators. They have to tuck their elbow in, right? And split their legs to go to their knees. That's the only way. And then the only way I can go to my knees here, I cannot go to my knees like this. I have to do this. And in addition to that, I have to bring my elbow or my arm underneath and do this. Now I can roll my belly or my knees. There is no way, even if I'm Houdini, to go to my knees from here. It's not possible. It's not going to work. I'm going to levitate and go to my knees now. I have to have this. And that's how you know. Elbow tucked in, legs, the arm comes across. You take the back, okay? So if Nathan has the mount, I have to go across. He has to move to modified mount. When I do this, now he has his hand on the ground. Hand on the ground. Now he can take my back. That's the only way he can take my back. That's the only way. Right? Now he's on my back. Right there, he can shoot actually directly for the rear naked choke. He can just shoot right there. Get his biceps. You can't forget your bicep, my friend. Right now, you see that? That's a common mistake people make. So you have to have your bicep. You have to open all this, Nathan. And your bicep has to come scoop your arm. Once your bicep has scooped your arm, now your head, come on. It's not about squeezing, remember? Your head has to come closer to my head, your neck closer to my neck, your chest closer to my chest. And now you can finish me. And relax. That's the last thing. You need to breathe. Good? Sometimes he put the ball of his feet on the ground. Don't cross your ankles. I know the mistakes that rookies make. You're there and you drive your hips. You drive your hips into me. And I will fall. And that's how you finish me right here. So that's possible too. Okay. So let's go through that very slowly. This time, Nathan, we're not using any strength. We're just moving very slowly from position to position. And Thursday, we're going to go back and revisit attacks we did last Thursday, right? We have the neck hug sequence, right? We have the head and arm choke. We're going to review that on both sides because you can attack with your neck hug sequence. We're going to add some more details to it, okay? Because we have to start at the basic, level where everyone understands, and then we add more to it so nobody's confused. Head and arm chokes, arm locks, everything on both sides. And then Ezekiel choke. So all those are available, and we'll add all that. We'll review and warm up with our escapes, okay? And remember, we also did last Thursday surprise rolls off an elbow escape. We do a trap and roll, okay? We're going to review that, warm up with it, then add more controls to the anchor and base, low swim, high swim, okay? Take the back, remount technique, rear naked choke in there, and we're gonna put all that together, and it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a good flow. If you very much relax and you work with your partner, you will become more confident. And it's people call it basics, but that's really all you need to control and finish someone from the mount. Okay, you don't need much more than that. Once you get the sensitivity, and people will defend hide their arm, but you open up and attend, please lay down. Okay, just before we jump back and do our reflex development real fight simulation. So if Nathan is here, I'm in the mount. I've been going very low, but he keeps hiding his hands, and I have the neck hug. I can just shoot like with the Ezekiel choke. Now he has to defend it, right? He has to do something about it. He has to pull my arm, right? And that allows me to go TAC. That's a possibility here. Twisting arm control, right? I push and I go. I can do an arm lock. I can do a head and arm choke. I can do whatever I want. So by hiding the hands, they leave the neck open. Yeah? And if it's a real fight, you just do this, I punch your face. Now you have to do a what? Punch block variation of the trap and roll. When I punch, he bumps and hugs. If he's not, he had to move. And we go for a triangle choke, right? So everything's possible because movement is in everything. Rhythm is in everything. Wherever there is rhythm, there is movement, there is communication, there is a language being spoken. Wherever there is rhythm and movement, jiu-jitsu is present. No matter what you do, whether in music, in writing, in reading, there is rhythm and movement. There is jiu-jitsu. Okay? That's it. That's life. So let's go through everything very slowly. Right? Trap and roll. We do the all reflex development flow. Trap and roll. Basic open guard pass. Mount control. Take the back. Remount technique. Americana. And rear naked choke. Okay? That's going to be the base for everything we're going to do on Thursday. On Thursday, we will add a takedown. Okay? We're going to start the takedown from the clinch already. And it's going to be the leg hook takedown. So you have a good clinch, they step back, and you use their movement. Right? You use their movement, their rhythm and movement to take them down and go to the mount. From the mount, we will control and set up all our finishes. Okay? And when they push us off, we can transition to standing up in base or guard. Right? We'll do that on Thursday. That's for Thursday. For now, let's go very slowly, working together on all these techniques. Right? Nathan is sliding down, and I'm going to be in the mount. And we go wrist spin variation of the mount very slowly. He's going to bump and whip his hands down behind his butt. And he goes. Perfect. He climbs up, stay close, drops my arm, drops the foot, kicks around the world, look over his head, and reach with his arm. Reach. Perfect. Now, he controls my hips. Excellent, Nathan. Really good. He has the control right here. And he's going to pick which side he's going to go. Oh, he pushed that side, slide, get the neck. Good. Good base, right? Your knee here, hug the neck. Now you want to move your head to the ground too. As you control this arm, move your head, your forehead to the ground. Yes. Nice. Anchor and base. I'm trying to roll. He hugs the neck from the open, tucking his toes in. Back hook. And he posts his hand up. I'm trying to drop his arm, his stiff arm. Low swing. I switch. He can feel it, so he's going to switch too. Leg first, then arms. Right there, he doesn't have the back hook. You have to have the back hook and the front knee open. Good. and low swing. Nice. Again, front knee open. Good. And low swing. Front knee open and low swing. Good. And high swing. 1 and 2. Good. Low. Right away. It's like a waterfall. Relax. And he goes. 1, 2. Perfect. Now, I'm bringing my arm. If you don't let me bring my arm, you cannot do the drill. I cross. He move. Knees behind my shoulder head and modified mount. When I tuck my elbow and split my legs, he knows I'm going to my knees. That's the indicator. So he's going to slide his foot, windshield wiper underneath me, and go to the ball of his foot, takes it back. He's got the seatbelt holds. Bring his knees together. You don't cross your ankle. Okay, guys? Good. So the only time you can cross ankle is if your feet are over the belly, but you don't cross your ankle. It's better not to. So right there, I'm scraping him off. He has to relax because he needs to tuck this elbow into his rib cage and he cannot get up if I'm on top of his leg, right? You have to hook. Now you need to kick your legs down first. Kick the leg. Now you can climb up. I'm so much bigger and heavier that you cannot force that. You have to do all those things. Yeah? And now you come to your knees. You want to set up an Americana. 2 on 1. Standard variation. Curl your wrist. Head down. Back hook in. Point your toes. And I test that. Right? We test it. Good. I hug. And he has to switch very slowly. There's no rush. Front knee open, back hook in. The back hook is this one. So you shoot your toes forward, point your toes so your hip can drive into my belly. Right? Right there. And I shoot, you switch. Yes. Perfect. Curl your wrist and slide my wrist to the mat and lift. Good. Now I keep going. Oh, my arm came across. You need to move. Modified mount. Yeah. There is an arm lock here. You can hug my arm, push my head down, walk your foot, and swing. Right? There is an arm lock, but not right now. We're not working heavy legs. Yes, we're not working on the arm lock right now. So go back. You have the mount. And I went across. And your hand is on the ground. You relax. I switch. You feel me switch. You know I'm going to try to go to my elbows and knees. Get in. Perfect. Squeeze your knees together. No crossing ankle. And right there, strong side variation. You catch my wrist. That's the first thing you do. You want this wrist. The second thing you do, you go deep. Yes. And now you scoop your biceps. And you need to bring your head on this side. You need to bring your head close to my head. Your neck close to my neck. Your chest close to my chest. And breathe. Perfect. So today, guys, that's what we did. We reviewed all those basics. Super important. They're not really basics, but that's where we start to facilitate our learning, right? Drop and roll, 5 variation. I will send you the list of the techniques. If you need to, just send me a message and I'll send it to you. You should have them already. Controls, okay? Drop and roll, 5 variation. Americana, standard variation, neck hug variation. Remember, whenever you go for your Americana, you need to be ready with your hook, back hook in, right? That leads us into mount control. Front knee open, back hook in. You post on one side, you anchor on the other side. Anchor and base. Base on one side, anchor on the other side. So double strength, right? They move to the side, modified mount. You move too. You don't want to be thrown off. They go to the elbows and knee, you take the back. They try to scrape you off. Remount technique. Now you have the back again and weak side variation, rear naked choke, strong side variation, rear naked choke. So all those will be improved and enhanced on Thursday. We're gonna add the leg hook takedown from standing, transitioning to the mount controlling, and then we're gonna go into a neck hug. Okay, series where we hug the neck, attack the neck, and then go into Americana setup to head and arm chokes to arm locks to twisting arm control to Ezekiel choke, and more arm lock on both sides of the body. So whatever side they give you, you take. You continue the conversation. You say thank you, and that's the way it is. Okay. So if you have any questions, please make sure you send them, and we'll be answering them. Coach Moses and I, Coach Adam, yeah, everyone. So it was a pleasure again tonight, Nata and I, yeah, to train with you. Hopefully, in a few weeks, we can go back to training. It doesn't look like it by everything going on, but we're gonna continue this. Tomorrow, Coach Moses, 7 p.m. If you want those classes a little earlier, please let us know. We can do them earlier so everyone gets to have dinner with family. This is super, super, duper important. This is the time, you know. We unless we make time to have dinner together as a family, we never do. We rarely do. I mean, I do a few times a week, 2, 3 times a week, but this is the first time in years that unless I'm on vacation, we're on vacation, that for from Monday to Monday we can have dinner together as a family. So it's very good. It's a very good thing. So we can do classes earlier. We can do them at 6, for example, or 6:30, and then they're out of the way. We can have dinner with family. Just let us know, and we'll make it happen. Thanks for being there, and see you guys soon. Bye.